Good afternoon. This is All India Radio and I am Meenuti Chatterjee with the Midday News. The headlines. All-party meeting held in New Delhi ahead of Parliament session beginning tomorrow. Election Commission announces by-polls to 6 Rajya Sabha seats. Maharashtra Cabinet expanded with induction of 13 new ministers. Union Health Minister Dr. Vardhan reviews situation following breakout of encephalitis at Muzaffarpur in Bihar. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, arch rivals India and Pakistan face off at Manchester in a short while from now.
All party president.
An all-party meeting was held in New Delhi today ahead of the Parliament session beginning tomorrow. During the meeting, the government sought the support of opposition parties to ensure smooth functioning of both the houses. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi, Ghulam Nabi Azad and Anand Sharma of Congress, NCP leader Supriya Sule, T.R. Balu of DMK, Derek O'Brien of TMC, National Conference leader Farooq Abdullah, Navneetha Krishnan of AIADMK and Samajwadi Party leader Ram Gopal Yadav were among those who attended the meeting. Briefing media after the over 2-hour-long meeting, the Parliamentary Affairs Minister said the Prime Minister will hold meeting with all party presidents on the 19th of this month on the issue of one nation, one election. He said Mr. Modi will also meet all the MPs on the 20th. Mr. Joshi hoped this session of Parliament will be productive.
All party president meeting he has called on the 19th of this month at 3 o'clock and he would like to discuss about important issues including one nation, one election and Mahatma Gandhi 150th year and creating good atmosphere in the parliament.
Besides Triple Talaq Bill, the bills likely to be introduced in the session are the Central Educational Institutions Reservation in Teachers Cadre Bill and Aadhaar and Other Laws Amendment Bill 2019. The session will continue till the 26th of next month. President Ramnath Kovind will address the joint sitting of both the houses on Thursday. The budget will be presented on the 5th of next month. A meeting of National Democratic Alliance NDA leaders will take place this evening to discuss strategies for the Parliament session. BJP Parliamentary Party Executive Committee meeting will also be held today. On the eve of the first session of the 17th Lok Sabha, that is today, News Services Division of All India Radio will bring you discussions, issues before Parliament and Sansad Ke Samaksh MIDDAY. Issues before Parliament can be heard on Rajdhani channel from 9:30 p.m. while Sansad Ke Samaksh MIDDAY can be heard on the Indraprasth and FM Gold channels from 9:30 p.m. The Election Commission has announced by-polls to 6 Rajya Sabha seats. Notification for the by-polls will be issued on Tuesday and nominations can be filed till the 25th of this month. Polling will be held on the 5th of next month. 2 seats from Gujarat fell vacant after sitting MPs Amit Shah and Smriti Irani were elected to the Lok Sabha. By-poll in 1 seat from Bihar has been necessitated due to resignation of Union Minister Ravi Shankar Prasad, who was also elected to the Lok Sabha. By-poll will be held in 3 seats of Odisha, as sitting member Achyutananda Samanta was elected to Lok Sabha and other 2 members Pratap Kesari Deb and Soumya Ranjan Patnaik were elected to Odisha Legislative Assembly. In a statement, the Commission clarified that the vacancies for by-polls to all houses, including the Rajya Sabha, are considered separate vacancies and separate notifications are issued and separate polls are held, though the schedule can be the same. It cited 2 Delhi High Court rulings of 1994 and 2009, which had supported the system of holding separate by-polls in the same state under provisions of the Representation of People Act. The Congress had demanded that the by-polls to the 2 vacant seats in Gujarat be held together, as it felt that it could win one of the 2 Rajya Sabha seats. Maharashtra Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis expanded his cabinet today. 13 new ministers were inducted. Governor C. Vidyasagar Rao administered the oath of office and secrecy to the ministers at Raj Bhavan in Mumbai. Prominent faces include Radhakrishna Vikhe Patil, Ashish Shelar, Suresh Khade, Anil Bonde and Ashok UK of BJP and Jaydutt Kshirsagar of Shiv Sena. Yogesh Sagar of BJP and Tanaji Sawant of Shiv Sena were given berth of Minister of State. More from our correspondent.
With just a few months to go for the assembly elections, the Devendra Fadnavis government in Maharashtra today effected the expansion of state cabinet, paving way for the induction of as many as 13 new faces. Prominent among those who gathered the limelight are former congressmen Radhakrishna Vikhe Patil and Jaydutt Kshirsagar. Both Vikhe Patil and Kshirsagar have been given cabinet berths. The cabinet expansion is a mix of experience and a pool of talent who have been given opportunity to serve in the government. With Nivedita Borkar, Kunal Shinde, All India Radio, Mumbai.
6 ministers, including Housing Minister Prakash Mehta, resigned from the cabinet. An official in the Chief Minister's office said Mr. Fadnavis has accepted the resignations. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter at AIR News Alerts. Union Health Minister Dr. Vardhan is reviewing the situation following outbreak of encephalitis in Muzaffarpur and adjoining districts of Bihar today. More from our correspondent.
After arriving in Muzaffarpur, Union Health Minister Dr. Vardhan visited different wards including ICU of Sri Krishna Medical College Hospital, where treatment of encephalitis affected children is underway. He also held discussions with Chief Medical Officer, Hospital Superintendent, doctors and medical staff of the medical college. Dr. Vardhan will hold separate meetings with central and state health officials in Muzaffarpur and Patna. Talking to media persons in Patna, he expressed grief over deaths due to encephalitis and heat stroke in the state. Dharmendra Kumar Rai, AIR News, Patna.
Meanwhile, the death toll due to encephalitis in the state has gone up to 83. Condition of 15 patients is said to be critical in Muzaffarpur. With severe heat wave in the state, new cases of encephalitis and similar symptoms have been reported from Begusarai, East Champaran, Sitamarhi, Vaishali and Jahanabad districts. Our correspondent reports heat stroke in the state has claimed 47 lives in the last 24 hours in the state. Maximum 30 deaths have been reported from Aurangabad district.
Advisory has been issued at block level in heatwave affected areas in Aurangabad, Gaya and Nawada districts. People are advised to take maximum precautions and not directly expose themselves to sun. Aurangabad District Administration has set up a control room with phone number 06186223168 at headquarters where people can seek help and report incidents with symptoms of severe fever, headache and dehydration. With Dharmendra Kumar Rai's report from Patna, Anuja Bhardwajan, AIR News.
The member of Draft New Education Policy, Professor M.K. Sridhar, has said that the new policy protects the Indian languages which are on the verge of extinction. Speaking at a gathering organized by Thinkers Forum and Sansad Dhwani in Bengaluru yesterday, he said a Rashtriya Shiksha Ayog proposed to be set up under the chairmanship of the Prime Minister, with the Union HRD Minister, Chief Ministers and experts as members, will steer the country's education policy. Speaking on the occasion, the chairman of the Manipal Global Education, Mohan Das Pai, pointed out that the new policy should enable preparation of teaching content in the vernacular languages, saying that the proposed National Research Foundation will promote and fund research in the country. He asked the government to provide scholarship to the meritorious students from the economically weaker sections of the society for them to pursue higher education. The Member of Parliament, Tejasvi Surya, said that the new policy will put education on the pedestal of evaluation and performance and lay emphasis on teachers' education. Guatemala is set to elect a new president today after a tumultuous campaign. A total of 19 candidates are vying to succeed outgoing President Jimmy Morales. Former First Lady and candidate for the Centre-Left Unity of Hope, UNE, Sandra Torres, is heading into the elections as the favorite, having built a clear opinion poll lead over second-placed Alejandro Giammattei of the conservative Vamos. The country's top anti-corruption campaigner, former Attorney General Thelma Aldana, is not contesting the election. She was barred from running last month over allegations of irregularities dating from when she was a barnstorming public prosecutor. Aldana, who fled to the United States after receiving death threats, had said that her exclusion was orchestrated by those she put in prison and their allies. Around 40,000 police personnel have been put on alert, while the military has been mobilized to guard key buildings and jails. In New Zealand, a powerful 7.2 magnitude earthquake struck near the remote Kermadec Islands northeast of New Zealand today, briefly prompting a tsunami warning. After initially forecasting a threat to beach, harbour, estuary and small boat activities, Civil Defence Organisation gave the all clear after 8 minutes. The quake was given a preliminary magnitude of 7.4 by the US Geological Survey, but was later downgraded to 7.2. The Pacific Tsunami Warning Center also lifted its tsunami warning for parts of the South Pacific, but said minor sea level fluctuations may occur in some coastal areas. The earthquake struck at a depth of 10 kilometers, some 928 kilometers northeast of New Zealand's city of Tauranga in the North Island. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will share his thoughts with the people in India and abroad in his Mann Ki Baat program of All India Radio on the 30th of this month at 11 a.m. It will be the first Mann Ki Baat after Mr. Modi assumed office for the second time. In a tweet, Mr. Modi said he and the countrymen will meet once again through the radio to share joy, positivity and celebrate the collective strength of 130 crore Indians. In a first, Mr. Modi has sought suggestions and insights for Mann Ki Baat through Instagram. People can also share their ideas directly with the Prime Minister through Namo app Open Forum and MyGov Open Forum. In the ICC Cricket World Cup, India is scheduled to take on arch-rivals Pakistan in their fourth round-robin game at Old Trafford, Manchester this afternoon. The match is slated to begin at 3 p.m. Indian Standard Time. All India Radio will broadcast live commentary on the game. It can be heard on Rajdhani, FM Rainbow Network and DTH Hindi from 2:30 p.m. onwards. We have a report.
More than anything, plenty of expectations and lots of emotions will be at stake when India and Pakistan face off in an eagerly awaited blockbuster match at Old Trafford in a short while from now. The fans will be keeping their fingers crossed as rain could play spoil sport again today. The weather is partly cloudy and there is a forecast of spells of showers during the day. The men in blue enter this mouth-watering clash with a vast show-off list, an unbeaten streak since 1992, no loss in the ongoing tournament so far, world number 2 ODI ranking, current 2 top 50 over batsmen, and 3 bowlers among the world's top 10. Pakistan, on the other hand, is an unpredictable side, the bowling attack of which can't be undermined, and Virat Kohli and company will keep in mind the memory of Champions Trophy in 2017 when they lost to Pakistan in the final. Pakistan also boasts of the presence of Fakhr Zaman and Babar Azam as both figure in the list of top 10 ODI bladesmen. In the World Cups, India has played Pakistan 6 times and have ended on the winning side on every occasion. If the rain gods don't spoil the party, the game promises to be a nerve-wracking clash like it always has been. With Rituraj, this is Sabi Hassan Khan, AIR News.
And in football, the Netherlands and Canada have entered the round of 16 from Group E at the Women's FIFA World Cup being held in France. The Netherlands made it to the pre-quarterfinals after beating Cameroon 3-1 at Valenciennes. 22-year-old Viviane Miedema became the European champion's all-time top scorer when she scored her 59th and 60th international goals to eclipse Manon Melis' record. Dominique Bloodworth was the other scorer for the Netherlands. The lone goal for Cameroon came through Gabriel Nguyen. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. All-party meeting held in New Delhi ahead of Parliament session beginning tomorrow. Election Commission announces by-polls to 6 Rajya Sabha seats. Maharashtra Cabinet expanded with induction of 13 new ministers. Union Health Minister Dr. Vardhan reviews situation following breakout of encephalitis at Muzaffarpur in Bihar. And in ICC Cricket World Cup, arch-rivals India and Pakistan face off at Manchester in a short while from now. And with that, we end the midday news.